Damien is a wealthy and powerful guy. He treats women like objects. After one-night stands, he sends the girls lavish gifts. Damien accompanies his boss, Fred, who arrives to meet with Guinness's CEO about a business merger. Lewis tells them that the board wants him to increase female representation, but their company, Atlas, with 0 women executives, isn't fit for them. Damien tells him that his information is outdated, as they recently hired a female executive. Lewis happily says that he will inform the board about this. Outside, when Fred asks him about it, he informs that he will hire a new woman to be the executive for the show. Fred likes the idea. He says that soon he will submit his resignation, and then he will be the new CEO. Damien calls his assistant Ruby and asks her to make a list of women employees for promotion. Ruby, in alphabetical order, names an employee, Alex Fox. Damien says great and asks her to arrange a meeting regarding promotion, despite not knowing anything about this employee. Austin tells Alex that they are going out after work. Alex says thanks, but she has already passed that time. Austin says he is just asking if she can finish uploading, as everyone will be leaving early. Embarrassed, she agrees. Ruby informs her that Damien wants to see her. She is worried, but Ruby tells her that it's about her promotion. Overjoyed, she thinks that Damien saw her presentation and likes it. Ruby just agrees with her. She tears up as she has been coming to work after taking time off to raise her kid. Everyone is so young. She didn't know if she would fit, but clearly her hard work has paid off. Damien takes gifts for her mother, which Ruby picked for him. He arrives at the house and meets with his nephews, who are fighting. He calls Chris, his brother-in-law. He calls his wife, Sunny, Damien's sister, to take care of the boys. He goes inside and Chris and his father are watching TV. His mother is in the kitchen working. He greets her. She is happy to see her, but says he looks sad. Damien says he has everything, so why would he be sad? But she worries he has no one to share it with. Alex is showing her daughter her work. She is nervous about tomorrow. She is separated from her husband, who is now only dating girls under 30. Her daughter asks if she is going to get a new office. She doesn't think so, but she is happy with her desk. Her daughter says she always does that, as if she doesn't deserve it, but she needs to stand up for herself. The next day at the office, Alex greets Damien, and she asks about her presentation. But he thinks she is flirting with him, and he flirts back, confusing Alex. He meets with the receptionist, Felicity, and flirts with her jokingly. He then goes to the office and gets blocked by Glenda, the cleaner. Ruby reminds her about her meeting with Alex. When Alex comes, he gets confused. She says he probably didn't recognize her. He says nonsense. He personally handpicked her, and he will see her at the meeting. At the meeting, they are brainstorming ideas for a new ad. He introduces them with Alex, the only female executive. He informs that she will co-handle the pitch with him. All men start talking about ideas, ignoring Alex completely. She tries to talk, but soon gets cut off. Men decide on the pitch without Alex's opinion. After the meeting, Austin asks Damien why Alex is co-pitching, as he thought he would do it. He assures him he is. She is just a girl showing their representation of females. Alex hears their conversation and confronts Damien, but he casually tells her that she just got a free promotion, so she should be happy. But Alex works hard and just doesn't want to be a face for show. He says they have it easy. She just got a promotion as a woman, unlike him, who has worked hard being a white male in an authority position. They argue and Alex decides to quit. On the lift, she says, unlike him, she is a good person. Outside, he starts to follow her, criticizing her for her decision. He calls her sensitive. Alex says it's empathy and he should try it. He follows her and starts to check out a woman when he gets smashed into a pole. After some time, 2 female paramedics help him up. He gets up with a little concussion. He says he is fine and gets back to the office. A man with a pigeon says he will never get out. Inside the office, everything is different. Everyone is dressed differently. He goes into his office when Ruby comes in, wondering what he is doing at Alex's office. He finds it laughable and says he just fired Alex. Alex comes in and sits on his chair. Confused and frustrated, demands to know what's going on. Fred comes in with coffee. Alex is flirting with him, just like Damien with Felicity. Damien tries to understand, but Fred takes him outside. He is confused and asks him what's going on. He tries to calm him down, saying they can't give them any excuse to call them mad. He asks what he is doing. He is the CEO. He says he wishes. Felicity is the CEO. Totally confused with what he is seeing, he leaves the office. Outside, he calls a taxi, but a woman driver rejects while complimenting him offensively. He sees the whole city is filled with ads with shirtless men. He runs to his home and finds magazines with men on the cover. His fridge is filled with yogurt and fruit. All the famous novels have women leads. On the TV, he sees that even the Pope is a woman. Menonists are taking out a protest. Seeing that he has a cat, he loses it and runs out. He arrives at his parents' house and finds his 2 nephews are doing their hair. He calls Sunny and she calls Chris. Chris comes out, greets him by kissing and helps the boys. He goes to the living room and sees his mom and sister watching TV. His mother asks him to help his father in the kitchen. In the kitchen, he finds his father working. He tries to understand what's going on. He tells him he is so stressed. It's probably because of the work. He should try to settle down. His mother is waiting to walk him down the aisle. He goes outside and tries to hit the pole to go back to his world. But no matter how hard he tries, he is still there. Distressed, he sits on a bench. When the pigeon man sits next to him, he says he understands him. He also misses the real world, men on the top. He asks if he is from the real world too. He says yes, that's why they call him a lunatic. He has been here for 9 years, since Marcus got sent back. Hearing this, he asks how he was sent back. He reveals he must make a change, like getting to the top of where he works. He says it will be easy because Atlas is being run by receptionists. He leaves, thanking him. The next day, he wakes up and is still confused about the cat. Alex is busy as her daughter goes out to school. She reads the news that the Saudi queen has authorized that men can now drive. Damien arrives at the office, and the pigeon man wishes him good luck. He meets with Fred and says he is going to take this place by storm. Fred asks him not to do anything stupid. He goes ahead into Felicity's room. She is in a meeting with the head of the board, Glenda. She says he is the new male executive. He tries to do his old type of flirtations, but Felicity gets annoyed with him. She asks him to get back to the work. Austin takes her outside. At the board meeting, Felicity comes in with Alex. They are trying to get into a new market, and Alex will lead the meeting. All the women are brainstorming ideas. Damien tries to talk, but gets cut off. He then tries to explain his opinion assertively. Alex asks him why he is being so emotional. He says he is just frustrated. He is the only man here and isn't being heard. She asks if it's his time of the month. He is confused. She says men need to jerk off once a week, where they become a bit aggressive. She says he can take some time. They finish the meeting without any of his opinion. Felicity and Alex are at the club, complaining about Damien, saying the Menonists have become a problem for them. Felicity leaves for home, and Alex stays to pick up 2 boys. Damien asks for advice from Sunny. He feels completely invisible at work. She says he isn't attractive. In her experience, men who aren't attractive can't progress at work. He is also old. He must do something fast, or he will become a childless man. He then asks for her help. Damien and Chris go on a shopping spree, as Sunny holds the bags. He buys an underwear that makes the balls look bigger. He goes to the beauty parlor, where the employee says he needs a huge amount of work. They need to wax all his hair. They also have a discount on penile fillers, which will make his private look 25 years younger. He refuses it but takes other treatments. They also fix his hair and say he is looking great. He then starts working out and grooms himself, eating salad and taking care of his body. All dressed up, he arrives at the office. Some construction workers compliment him. He comes into the office, and everyone checks him out and compliments him. Men are talking about how hard they are trying to keep their figure. Felicity notices Damien. She is impressed with him. Damien says he heard that Guinness has a new male CEO, so it would be better if a male were present at the table. She likes the idea very much. At the meeting, everyone orders a heavy meal, but Damien orders salad. Felicity is very happy with their new merger, but Harry Guinness, the CEO, says they are looking for a new partner, as they want to tap into the male market. With their company's reputation, they aren't a good fit. Damien tries to talk, but Alex shuts him down and says he isn't supposed to be the CEO. Their company is accused of sexual harassment, so they made him the CEO to save. Felicity is getting worried, but she goes on, saying people are criticizing him behind his back, so he needs to relax. They finalize the deal. After the meeting, Felicity says she is very impressed and they can talk about his future in the company tonight at her house. He rushes to the pineal filler, after he finds it hard to walk. At night, Daniel arrives at Felicity's mansion. They start their flirting. She gives him a dress. Damien is hesitant. She says she is the CEO. She can make his life easy or hard. She asks him to use all his guns and talk like a cowboy. As he does so, she gets very excited. Soon, she passes out and stops breathing. At her funeral, men are crying. Damien says it's the worst day of his life. He worked hard to pursue her, but it was all for nothing. Fred says that there are no men in the office who didn't sleep with Felicity, but it didn't take them anywhere. He warns him not to talk about it on the weekend. He asks about it. He reveals that Glenda has organized a get-together at her country house to honor Felicity. He is probably not invited, but he still arrives at the country house. He tells the host his name, but he says he isn't on the list. He then recognized it's Lewis with the wig. He says he should be running the company, but those women won't let him. It's time they fight back. Lewis agrees to find accommodation for him. Alex is surprised to find Damien there. She asks what he is doing here. He can't possibly think he is in the race for CEO. Everyone knows she is the next in line after Felicity, and Glenda also loves her. He asks if she is afraid. At the dinner table, Damien flirts with Glenda. He says it will be amazing if Atlas's next CEO is a man. It will create great publicity for them. Glenda asks where the pianist is. Damien volunteers and takes the piano. He starts to sing and everyone loves it. After the dinner, Glenda offers to take Damien to the club with her. Alex says she also wants to join them. 3 of them go to a club. Glenda talks about how she and Felicity used to enjoy themselves here. She says being the new CEO means keeping up with her, and she orders drinks for everyone. Alex and Damien start a drinking competition. But soon, Glenda passed out, having drunk too much. 2 of them take her back home. Drunk, they both laugh at each other's bad jokes. They take her towards her bed, while hitting her head. The next morning, Alex prepares for the pitch with Ruby. She says if he's going to play dirty, she will do the same, and will destroy him. The board is present to hear their pitch. Glenda asks who is going to come first. Damien and Alex raise their hand, and Glenda chooses Damien. He starts with an egg in hand, and says change, some fear, some embrace it. Some women want to keep men beneath them. Some enlightened women have the wisdom and courage to understand men's true potential. He opens the egg, and a butterfly comes out. Flying away, it sits on Glenda. Suddenly, Alex gets a call. She says it's her kid. It's probably an emergency. Her daughter has chipped her teeth, trying to skate. Her father isn't here. He is also unable to get an appointment with a dentist. Damien says he can help. He has contact with the most prestigious dentist in the city, That actually his sister. He calls her, and she curses him, making everyone laugh. He says she is just joking, and makes an appointment. Everyone claps for him. Alex says she must go with her daughter. Damien says good luck. She then asks why don't he join them. It will be easier at the dentist's. Glenda says it's a great idea. Alex is driving pretty fast, scaring Damien. They are arguing in the car about who deserves to be CEO. Suddenly, the tire blasts. They come out to fix it. As a woman, it's now Alex's job. He asks her about her husband. She says he was a model, they were happy, but he lied about not being on the pill, and knocked her up. But she actually enjoys being a parent. They get closer, and Damien helps her. At her sister's clinic, they meet her daughter. Sunny fixes her tooth. Alex says it's late, and she will be headed home with her daughter. Damien says he's also going to head home. Alex thanks him for today. At night, Alex arrives to persuade Glenda, and finds that Damien is also there with the same goal. Seeing her, he runs, and she follows him. She corners him in a room. She asks why he lied. He reminds she did the same, and he has no choice but to cheat as he is at a disadvantage here. She says it's not a game. They start to get physical. Then they start to kiss. They start to get busy while trying to figure out who will be at the top. After sleeping together, in the morning Damien wakes up. He is dressing up when he notices that Alex is trying to sneak out. He says she is copying his move. Alex says last night was amazing. It's like sleeping with yourself. But Alex isn't looking for anything serious. He says neither he. He likes her style, but he also gives them some lavish gifts before leaving, and he gives her a pen. They, impressed with each other, gets close again. Alex gets a call, and she informs that she is the new CEO of the Atlas. Damien is frustrated, as it was his only chance to go back. Alex is also unhappy with his reaction. He tries to explain his problem. Here, everything is working against him. She being the CEO is a joke. Angry Alex says her first job as CEO is to fire him. At the office, Damien takes his things to leave. All the men hug him and say he will always have their support. He leaves, thanking them. He sits on a bench, and the pigeon man sits beside. Some pigeons sit on him. He says the pigeon always knows. Alex celebrates being the new CEO, and Damien goes home with pigeons. He takes out the pigeons and knocks at his parents' door. His mother, seeing his condition, calls Chris to check on him. Chris and his father help him clean up. Chris advises that they should go to a lawyer. The lawyer says it is a clear case of fraud and wrongful termination. They will get him his job back. Glenda is also preparing their defense with their lawyer. The lawyer asks if he has anything that they can use against them. Alex reveals that they had slept before she fired him. It's bad news for them. Damien's lawyer asks if he has any information about a company's secret. If sexual in nature, then it will be a nail in the coffin. But he stays silent. Alex faces the board as they are losing clients and things aren't looking good. But for some unknown reason, they didn't reveal Alex's encounter with Damien. Alex remembers the fun time with Damien. She then leaves the meeting to meet Damien. She asks why he didn't reveal their encounter. But he doesn't know. Alex gets a call. Damien's family come out. The call was from Glenda. She informs that Damien is the CEO of Atlas. His family is overjoyed, and Alex is also happy for him. But this means Damien has to go back, but he doesn't want to. Suddenly, he sleeps and falls on the ground. When he wakes up, a guy asks him to move over from the pavement. He finds himself back in the real world. He runs into the office, hugs Felicity tightly, seeing her alive. He asks Ruby about Alex, and she reminds him that he fired her. He says he mistreated her, and he is going to make it up to her. But he needs Alex's address. Fred comes out saying he loves his idea. They should enjoy it with some girls. He says he should be ashamed of himself. When Ruby gives her address, he leaves. Fred asks what's going on. He replies that he grew up, and he should also. He tells all the employees that he will try to be better. He thanks Glenda for everything. Ruby adds her list, clearly on drugs at work. He arrives at Alex's house and sees his cat there. Her daughter opens the door. He says he is Damien from work. She asks the one who fired her and shuts the door. Damien screams for Alex. She comes out and tells him to leave. He apologizes for everything and says he loves her presentation. He couldn't see it earlier as he was an asshole. He wants her to come back, and she can get everything she wants. She asks what changed in 3 hours. He says he hit his head. Alex says that means he is concussed right now. She needs all this written. He takes out a pen, and it falls. Alex grabs it and feels deja vu. Damien says let's go to the office and finalize it. But she can't leave her daughter. But she says she will go out to skate. Damien tells her to be careful with it. They go to the office together. Her pitch has made it to the ads. She has become very successful. Sales is also up. The Pigeon Man says, and they live happily ever after. Beside him, Fred asks how he's going to get out. So, that was the recap of the 2026 movie Ladies First. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you have liked this video, you may also like this.